Hi guys, and welcome back to Shit Gaming. We're back with another 2,000 point Ark of Omen match play mission. It's the reigning champions of the Eldar. It's the returning menace of High Fleet Kraken. Alright, it's 2,000 points of my High Fleet Kraken. Kicking things off, I have a Hive Tyrant. His relic is Chameleonic Mutation, meaning he has -1 to hit, no rerolls. And his Warlord trait is Adaptive Biology, meaning he has a 5 up Fin of Pain. So he's T8, 2 up Save, 4 up Invuln, 5 up Fin of Pain, -1 to hit, no rerolls, Kabushka. Moving on, I have the Turvagon, and she's painted! Woohoo! Albeit not very well, but nonetheless, I have the Turvagon. Her psychic power is just Catalyst. The Hive Tyrant, his psychic powers are Catalyst and Psychic Scream. Just a Broodlord, bare bones Broodlord, and he's just rocking with 5 Gene Stealers as another HQ. A Neurothrope, and he has the Warlord trait, Synaptic Tendrils, allowing him to give 2 units his 3d6 cast. And that's HQ, and then for troops, I have a 30-man squad of Termagants with Flesh Borers to back up the Turvagon. And then over to Elites, I have 3 Tyrant Guard, no upgrades, just with the Scything Talons and Rending Claws. I have 3 Zoanthropes, they just know Neuroparasite and Smite. And then for fast attack, I also have 5 Gene Stealers that I said. And then for fast attack with the Parasite of Mortex, his War trait is Alien Cunning. And then I have 2 squads of 3 Ripswarms. As well as heavy support, we have 2 Screamer Killers, both with Toxin Sacs and Spore Cysts, allowing them 6s to auto wound. The Spore Cyst gives them +1 save as well. And then finally, I have Larry the Tyrannifex. And he has the Acid Spray, which is the big Flamer Cannon. And also a Dermic Symbiosis, giving him a 4 up Invuln as well, so he's a bit of a tank. And yeah, in terms of psychic powers, the Neurothrope has Neuroparasite, as well as Paroxysm. The Broodlord also knows Onslaught. And that's 2,000 points of Kraken, and Kraken gives me, when I advance, I get DP +3. And also I get an extra AP when I charge. But also a really good stratagem, allowing me to have auto 8 inches to my advance. And spending 4 CP, and that's 2,000 points of the Tyranids. 2,000 points of the Eldari. Swift strikes and masterful shots. My friend, take it away.
So in my HQ slot, I have Barry.
Balthazar.
He's just bare bones as he is. Awesome. I have my Farseer on Jetbike, who is going to be my Warlord today, and he has the Relic Sunstorm for a 20-inch move and objective secured. Nice. Then I have my Farseer, no upgrades, just has 2 powers to cast. So Guide on the Warlock on the Farseer on bike, and Fateful Divergence and Focus Will on the Farseer on foot.
For the psychic powers, very nice. Moving on.
I have my Warlock on Jetbike. He has Jinx and Protect, and also the Relic to give him... he has the Phoenix Gem to come back on a 2+. And then finally, I have my 2-man squad of Warlocks who know Quicken and Restrain.
I hate that relic. It's so OP. We have...
I have a single troop slot, which is a squad of Rangers. And then onto my Elites, I have a squad of Warp Spiders with the Sergeant has Twin Spinners and the Power Blades, and also has the Web of Deceit upgrade. I have my squad of Banshees with the Crone Scream Relic and Piercing Strikes with the Mirror Swords on the Sergeant. And then I have my Striking Scorpions, who the Exarch has Crushing Blows and the Biting Blade. And then finally, for my Elite slots, I have the Dire Avengers, just bare bones, a 10-man squad. Onto my fast attack, I have a squad of Shroud Runners, and then I have a squad of Swooping Hawks,
9-man,
a squad of Shining Spears, and the Sergeant has the Cane Lance Relic for a 4-up D3 Mortals and Fight Lost.
That's gnarly.
And then I have my squad of 7 Wind Rider jet bikes with Shuriken Cannons.
Quite a lot of stuff, and then we're moving on to the heavy support.
Yes, so on the left is my 2-man squad of D cannons, just going to sit at the back on my objective all game.
That is the heavy support, and then a dedicated transport.
Yeah, I have my Wave Serpent with Twin Bright Lance and the Spirit Stones upgrade to count as double brackets when I'm shooting.
Very nice. This is 2,000 points of the Eldari, who are, spoiler warning, undefeated on the channel. Will the Tyranids defeat them, or will they die? And we go now to the setup and the deployment! Please like and subscribe and enjoy. Tide of Conviction, and you get the P2 basically for holding an objective in no man's land of your opponents past the halfway line, 2 points for each, and then at the end of the game you get 3 points. This is the board set up by Massoir. We have buildings being obscured. We have bridges to go over this ravine, this crevice. We're playing on a grass world, and this world is called Eregaton. It's a grass planet. Organic world, and it's ripe with biomatter that the Tyranids have come to harvest. But the Eldar, this is right near the shrine of Anubis, so they must protect it with all their might and skill and wit. So this is the board. We have some -1 situating on this side. Also over here, there's 6 objectives. For the primary, you got hold 2 for 4 points, hold 3 for 8 points, and then hold 3 or hold more to get 12 or an extra 4. Yeah, buildings are obscured. If you want to go up a level, it's 1 inch or 2. This is Shake Gaming. Welcome to the video, and we'll have an army basically going horizontally against each other, which is pretty nice, and we'll see what happens as we go through the roll-off and for the sides, so stay tuned. Secondary, sorry for my terrible writing. Tyranids have elected to choose Warp Ritual, which is do actions and centers for 1, 7, 12 points 3 times behind enemy lines, which got better, and then raise banners on 6 objectives, which should be kind of spicy. And the Eldar have Rod, Assassinate, because Tyranids have 5 characters, and Warp Ritual as also, well. You only get your CP if you hold an objective not in your deployment zone, which would basically be this one here. Or if you don't do that, you have to roll dice, and on a 4-up you get it, and if you don't roll a 4-up, you don't get any CP.
Luckily, we both have 4 deploy units.
Exactly. And also for outflank, the Tyranids will be outflanking one of the Screamer Killers, as well as burrowing both Ripper Swarm squads, and then the Dire Avengers are spending a CP to deep strike. The Nids have 2 CP, and the Eldari have 2. And boom, we are deployed. So the Tyranids are on this side. I have my Tyrannifex, my Gene Stealers lurking behind there. I have a Carnifex, my Brain Bugs, and my Neurothrope over there. And then on this flank, I have the Hive Tyrant being protected by the Tyrant Guard, the Tervigan being protected by the Termagants, the Parasite being protected by the other Termagants. And that's the flank over here. And this is the Tyranid defensive, no, aggressive deployment, or as much as I could. I have the Eldar behind here, my friend, and also behind there as well, just doing their thing, getting ready to start the game. And that's the setup and deployment, and we go to the roll-off. Choose your weapon. Boom. Oh.
Okay.
Eldar, turn 1. Turn 1, annoyingly the Tyranids rolled a 4+ to get a CP back and failed it. I got a 3, so no CP for the Tyranids, meaning the Tyranids are still stuck on 2, the Hive Mind is stumbling a bit. And also the Synaptic Imperative I'm choosing for this turn will be the +2 inch move from the Tervigon for my entire army, to give my entire army a +2 inch move. Hands of Fate dice for the Eldari. 2 advances, a hit and a save at automatic 6. Turn 1, pretty much jump up on some board, do Warp Ritual, jump on some objectives, and try and rod for the Eldari, and we'll see what happens in their turn 1. End of a very speedy Eldari movement phase, my friend. What was the gist?
So the real play here is just to put this guy out, try Warp Ritual, then jump him back if I need to, get some CP from my sidekicks. Everything else is hidden, so I'm not really going to get any shooting. My rangers are holding that objective anyway, so I'll get CP back in my next turn. Then my swimming orcs are going to be rolling in this corner for
very
this
nice,
turn.
Behind that building. So just pretty much getting some points, getting some CP, and now moving to the psychic phase. Very nice. At end of Eldari psychic phase, they didn't get a CP back and tried to do Warp Ritual, which they passed, but then the Hive Tyrant said no. At the end of their turn, rewarded for half a point, and we'll go into Tyranid's turn 1. Do I get a CP back? Give it to me! No! So psychic phase, 3d6 cast to himself and to the Hive Tyrant. Actually no, sorry, 3d6 cast to the Hive Tyrant and to the Tervigon. Extra AP on the wound roll of 6 to the Gene Stealers. Give us +1 to hit to the Termagants, and he might give us reroll 1s to hit to the Tyrant Guard. And I'll spawn 10 Gaunts in immediately as well. If you spawned in another 10 Gaunts, we're gonna probably jump on that point and raise the banner. So end of command phase, pretty much movement phase. I'm going to push up, get on points, finally be able to get some command points back on my next turn, raise some banners, try to do Warp Ritual, and stay relatively durable as we go into Tyranid, turn 1, movement phase. Tyranids will be quite speedy this turn because I have +2 inch move emit from the Tervigon for her Synaptic Imperative. So let's go! End of Tyranid movement phase. I thought it, I scratched my brain, my Tyranid brain. I decided to move this guy up because I have behind me lines. He won't get it this turn, maybe not next, but he is a threat. Also, he's in the -1 because he's touching this, which is -1. I kept the Screamer Killer to take his position. The Brain Bugs are just holding it down at the back. I advanced the Tyrant Guard, got a big old 6. And they're pushing up. I'm going to do Warp Ritual with the Hive Tyrant. I've got these Gene Stealers who pushed up and raised the banner. These Termagants are raising the banner on this objective. These Termagants are also raising the banner on that, so 3 banners being raised. That's the end of the movement phase of the Tyranids, so we'll go into the psychic phase. And it's pretty much just going to be Catalyst and also trying to get Warp Ritual. Casting a Feel No Pain from the Tervigon, 3d6 cast. Ba-bam! I'm going to take the 7. Feel No Pain, 5 up. Feel No Pain Catalyst is going to go onto the Tyrant Guard. Which is, it's them with the Tyrannifex, but they're doing more of an important role. Try and cast Warp Ritual on the Hive Tyrant, sir. 3d6 cast, I get it on an 11. 2 to deny, I got an 11, it means he needs a 10 to deny it. No. Brief Tyranid turn 1, I got Warp Ritual, I raised 3 banners, I have no other rangers to do shooting, so I'm just going to go to Eldar turn 2 in this fast-paced game. Eldar turn 2, the Strands of Fate dice are...
2 psychics, hit and wound.
Psychic's really important because Tyranids are quite good at denying things, but Eldar have very good psychic powers. So that's a Strand of Fate luck as we go into the movement phase for Eldar on turn 2. Basically, the Hive Tyrant can be in danger, but he's pretty tough and he's got his bodyguards around him, so we'll see what happens. And I'm going to choose to get +1 cast and 5 or more wounds than I admitted from the Neurothreat for my turn 2 Synaptic Imperative.
Very nice.
Change of plan, Synaptic Imperative for this turn will be the Invon 1 emitted from the Brain Bugs because I need these guys to survive. And yeah, that means the Gene Steelers get an Invon, and as will the Gaunts. They already have an Invon, everything's okay. Will the Tyrant Guard and Hive Tyrant survive? Because if they die, that could be kind of crucial, and we go into this turn 2. Alright, end of Eldar turn 2 movement phase. They're being pretty brave and ballsy. They've pushed these Dire Avengers down from Deep Strike to jump on this point, and they can Rod and still shoot. Some Warp Spiders jumping up to pepper some Tyrant Guard, and the Hive Tyrant are looking a bit exposed with some more Sweeping Horse swooping in, as well as some characters as well to do some more damage. D cannons poking out, as well as the bikes and the tank pushed in the building, and those bikes on the far side are going to shoot into the Termagants, and that's pretty much the summary of the movement phase and the plans for the Eldari on the second turn. So now we'll move into the psychic phase, and we'll show you some key moments to see. Well, that was pretty epic. So a lot of stuff went down. He spent 2 of his psychic dice, he failed War Ritual because I denied him, but he passed Doom on the Hive Tyrant. I re-rolled it. I needed a 10 and I got a 9, so it was super close.
Yeah.
Really close. He also re-rolled a hit roll on the Dire Avengers and got a CP back and jumped his Dire Avenger leader away. But he failed War Ritual, so he's still on 0 for it as we go into turn 2 shooting phase for the Eldari. Yeah. Shooting phase, we're doing the Bright Lances from the Wave Serpent in the building. Into the Tyrant Guard. Let's do this. Forward. The rolls, 1 hit. And then wounding on T6, so 3 to wound. He gets it. It's an Invon. Oh, he fails it. +3 damage for 5. Feel no pains. Catalyst! Protect me! Takes 3 Tyrant Guards on his wound. Now the leader's gonna come in, he's gonna fire into the Tyrant Guard.
I do have a pistol.
5 shot, strength 4 on 3s. 3. Okay. You get...
So 2 AP3.
2 AP3 is 2 5-ups. Making... Feel no pain! Ah, he dies. 2 Tyrant Guard remain. D cannons coming in, firing into the Tyrant Guard. CP to reroll the number of shots.
Yep.
No, reroll the hit roll, sorry.
Reroll the hit roll, yes.
Heart is beating, I don't know if you can hear it, guys.
Whoa! Okay, that's good.
Roll the hit rolls as well here, so hitting on 3s, rerolling. That's kind of spice. You got 5 hits. Oh my gosh. Strength 12 T6.
Double check.
No. 2s to wound. It's a 1-1. CP reroll. Okay. 5 go through. That's Invon's brother. Okay, make 2 of them. Through D6 +2 damage for 6 damage. No, 8 damage. 8 feel no pains. Come on, brother! Oh, he's dead. Remaining, but 2 more going through. Next one does 4 damage. And the last one does 4 damage. Dead. It's feel no pains. Tyrant Guard are wiped out. Tyrant Guard is slain. Just the Hive Tyrant stands, and he's gonna feel some pain, but he has feel no pain.
I'm gonna...
You're out of range. Dire Avengers are firing everything into the Hive Tyrant. -1 to hit, no rerolls. So hitting on 4s now. Not getting to reroll, but CP for the exploding 6s. Continuing the theme of pain, or will he survive? Hitting on 4s. 6s explode. 6s to wound, strength 48. But you can reroll everything, and you get a couple. You get rerolling. 1 more. Alright, 6 wounds, 4 up in months. Come on, live. Okay. Feel no pains. Makes 1. Nice. Again, average. 4 spiders, they have 66 shots coming into the Hive Tyrant.
Man squad.
So give me some 1s, baby!
Unless you're having some gaunts inside of it.
Doesn't. Okay. Yeah. -1 to hit, no rerolls is 4s now. Hitting on 4s, no rerolls. Okay, we'll take this. This is 5s to wound, strength 68. Rerolling. That was pretty good. 3 more. Whoop, and you get another 1. 4s. Come on.
Nice.
Oh. 5 Philippines. Making 1 more. Down to 8 wounds remaining. Once again, ability to teleport away. No. Alphazar's coming on in.
4 shots.
4 shots hitting on 3s now. From 2s. Only 1. Nothing! Doing nothing. He says, really embarrassed, gets out of there.
Yeah, like
These guys are going to come in into the Hive Tyrant. Snipers. Rerolling, so hitting on to 3 hits. Snipers spent 1 of their Strands of Fate dice on a 6 to be 1 more in addition to 1 at AP1. 2 more on 6s. Nobody can reroll. With the reroll. Oh! 1 at AP1 is a save, and then 5 at Fin of Pain, which I make it. Oh, I don't. 7 wounds remaining. As the bikes, potentially, and the warps and the Swooping Hawks look envious. Spiky bikes are now firing everything into the Hive Tyrant. Bikes are coming in hot. Can they kill it? Survive. That was pretty good. 5 swoon rerolling. Okay. 2 AP3, 1 AP1 so far, but more are coming. Okay, nothing more. So 1 at AP3. Tank. Nice. So, and then 2 4-ups. Tank! He takes no damage and I survive. He is a walking battle tank. The Gaunts are getting hit with some shots over there down from the spiders. The Shroud Runners. This is with all the shots, the shuriken shots. 2s. A few 1s. 2s to wounds. This is gonna probably do it. Gaunts have 5-up invuns or saves. I'll choose. I'll take the invuns because it sounds cooler. I don't think you kill me. 2 snipers coming in as well. Can they finish off the 2 guys? On to 2s. Ooh, he gets a good far. 3s, he needs both here. 1 in Immortal Edition though. Just 5-up to make him live or die. Oh, that's quite big. And the Termagants, they got spawned in a picked up. And the banner, sorry, is dismantled. Oh yeah. Hawks, realizing that the Hive Tyrant probably won't fall this turn, they're going to fire all their guns into the more suited targets of the Steelers, who probably will, if they don't kill them, they'll kill the Dire Avengers next turn. So yeah, we'll see what happens with all the shots that are raining in, like 36,000 shots. 6 is also wound, and yeah, coming in hot, let's do it. Let's get it. That was pretty okay. On 4, strength 44. You're gonna probably get me. They just have 5-up saves or inbounds, and they die. 5 Steelers got me a banner point, so they had a little bit of value. Swooping Hawks swoop away. That's end of Eldar turn 2. They got 2 points of B2. They got 4 points of Rod. They failed Warp Ritual. And they haven't got anything for Assassinate yet because the Hive Tyrant survived, but they picked up the Steelers. They killed the Termagants on that side, and we're now going to go into Tyranids turn 2, who will get 4 points for primary. It was a 10-7 in favor of the Eldari as we go into Tyranid turn 2's command phase, and I'll tell you what will happen with that. 3d6 cast onto the Neurothrope and the Broodlord. I'm going to give extra AP and the wound roll of 6 to the Carnifex. I'm going to give reroll 1s to hit to the Termagants, +1 to hit to the Termagants, and that's the end of the command phase. And also, yeah, we're going to do this. We're going to get some ball control. We're going to kill the Dire Avengers. We're going to kill those guys. We'll see what happens in Tyranid turn 2. And this is going to get spicy. And the CP to heal D3 wounds on my Hive Tyrant. He is a boss for 2 more wounds. The Hive Mind adapts and survives. End of Tyranids turn 2 movement phase. I've elected to bring in some River Swarms over there, getting me 4 points for behind enemy lines. Tyranifex has pushed up on this objective to kill these guys. I've got the Carnifex here with the Broodlord touching the -1. I've got these Brain Bugs pushing up onto this objective with the Turvagun behind on this side, on this point, with the 30 Gaunts and the Parasite who did the banner. While the Hive Tyrant is coming out on an absolute gas one, just to do some damage and just get as much as he can. He's healed 2 wounds. He's tough. He'll be a thorn in your side. And we'll go into the Psychic phase for Tyranids on turn 2. We're gonna do, he's gonna cast Onslaught. Onslaught, all the way from the Synaptic Link to the Hive Tyrant. This is his only purpose. It's on a 5, and I get it on 10. I don't even need the double. Onslaught has been passed, going to the Hive Tyrant so you can advance and charge. You already advanced, so that's good. On 1 CP, that's not great. Anyway, moving on. We have more powers. We're going to do, yeah, just going to smite our Avengers. Yeah. Plus 3 to this roll. Very nice. And I get a 12, which is a perils. So I take the perils. I take, it's going to be D6 plus 3 mortals for just 2 plus 3 is 5 mortals. Now I'm going to cast Paroxysm from him, which will be emitted through these guys, through the Hive Tyrant, onto those guns, which will turn off the Overwatch. 3-6 cast. I get it on a 9. Too big, this will turn off the Overwatch on the guns. Might as well try and deny, so you need a 10. No. So turning off your Overwatch on the guns is kind of big, and also no -1 to wound melee, which doesn't really matter. Because they would have more models, but moving on, we're going to do Neuroparasite into the Dire Avengers. 3-6 cast. I get it on, I need a 7. Get it on a 10. Might as well try and deny an 11 from the Warlocks. Oh, I saw it. Roll 5 dice, everything above your toughness is immortal. If they had 10 of them, that would be 10 dice.
Okay, I think they're going to die.
It's going to be just 1 more. We're going to do Catalyst from the Turvagun. Goes off on a 5. She gets it on a 10. I'm going to give it to the 30 Termagants. Did 1 mortal wound on them, so he can heal these guys at wound.
Heal them back.
Very nice. Lastly, we're going to do, he's going to try and cast, but at Warp Ritual. I need it. Bang. I get 7. Plus 2 to deny, needs a 6 to deny me. Oh, he gets it. Tried Warp Ritual and he faded it, so he didn't. Actually, probably was a mistake. I should have done something like that, but we move. That was a pretty decent psychic phase. We got 5 Infinite Pains, we got a lot of stuff, and then shooting phase begins. We're gonna. The Tyranifex is gonna fire everything into the Dire Avengers. Tyranifex is gonna light up those guys. D6 plus 6 for 11. This is 11 hits, wounding on 2s. Yeah, 10 wounds. 5 months, and it's all 2 down. Oh my god, but you're still there. 5 Dire Avengers. Dire Avengers are picked up, and he holds the point, so that's pretty nice. He advanced, so he comes to shoot. Turn against We're gonna fire everything into those guys. Actually, you know, first we'll start off with the Termagant with her 8 shots. She can't even see them, but yeah, the Termagant's gonna pick them up, so we'll start with the Termagants. How many guys can see? 19 shots.
What do you think?
Hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s. 19 guys have line of sight, spend a CP for -1 to hit, so they got +1 to hit, but then -1 for the advance. So long story short, hitting on 5s. Rerolling 1s though. 5 and rerolling 1s! Oh yeah. Yeah, it was... Winning on 3s. 5 guys, bunch of wounds, 5 up saves, AP1. Flesh Borers are better than bolters, it makes no sense. And you are 4 guys die. Just 1 guy left, so yeah, leadership is a thing. And then we're gonna do charging, and then the Hive Tyrant is gonna charge the guns who can't Overwatch. Hive Tyrant's coming in hot! Wooba! That's an 8. I'll spend a CP to do D3 plus 3 mortal wounds on the charge on a 2 up. Oh, I didn't do it! Yeah, I'm gonna kill you anyway, I have 5 attacks. Hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s. And 10. 2s. I did not need to. Relevant CP because he picked them up anyway. Float.
No.
Whoop. Oh! Picked up your D cannons, tagged the bikes. They can fight back if they would like to. 7 bikers, experts in melee. Have 1 attack each. Hitting on. Oh no. 6s, but rerolling because of do. The bikes are doomed. No. End of Tyranids turn 2. I definitely get behind enemy lines. I didn't get Warp Ritual, and I got 2 more points of P2. And we'll see what happens as Eldar respond in their second turn. Oh no, third turn. Turn 3.
Yeah.
Synaptic Imperative I'm choosing for my whole army. Well, the Hive Tyrant will probably die at the end of this turn, but he might live. Is going to be +1 cast and 5 up mortal wound now.
Finish.
This guy, firm leadership, so he stays, but the objective is mine. Hands of Fate dice was 3 saves and 1 advance. Howling Banshees is jumping up here, and then the Eldar are going to have to push back, probably kill the Hive Tyrant, and yeah, assess their options, and we'll see what happens as he's going to Eldar turn 3. End of turn 3, Eldari movement phase, my friend. What is the plan of action?
Robin's out, barrels here, my strategy is here. I'm just going to try and kill this guy in melee, because I think I want to use my shooting to take out the Brain Bugs, the Termagants, and then my Howling Banshees are going to go into the Parasite.
Let's try to get 7 points for Assassinate, and maybe some points for Warp Ritual, and we'll see what happens in the Psychic phase.
I did try and Rod here, because he survived, but I rolled a 3. It was a 1, I feel I got it.
He needed a 2, but he got a 3, which is pretty epic. Alright, that's the end of the movement phase stuff.
I put my Wave Serpent up in the building here, so that Rory isn't going to be able to touch us and just shoot through, because if he touches it, he'll be within an inch of my Wave Serpent.
Because the Wave Serpent's quite good against the Tran effects with the damage 2, strength 6, T7. Flame the gun. Alright, and we'll see what happens in the Psychic phase. Does he get a CP? He does. Got a CP, but failing +2 to cast. Alright, getting Warp Ritual! Oh, no! I'm going to try and deny. We get it. Trying to worse than save now, spending a CP to do that. Oh, he gets it on. I need a 9 to deny him. Ooh, it's impossible. It's a guide onto...
It doesn't
yeah. He got a 6. I need a 7. I don't get it. Guiding the Warp Spiders. Oh, it's where it's coming, and he's doing the Hive Tyrant. Ooh, no, it's a barrels. Psychic phase over, so you got reroll the hit roll on the Warp Talons, but you failed the Doom. You got a CP, but you failed the +2. Is that guy going to move? And you also failed Warp Ritual as well.
Oh, I do have another.
Because of a smite, a final smite. Jumping back the dude.
Doesn't matter.
Dude does not jump back.
Would have been a smite.
Psychic phase over, beginning the shooting phase. So it begins.
Yes.
Warp Spiders rerolling the hit roll, going into the Termagants. 36 shots, because there's more than 11. Here they come, they're guided, so they're rerolling the hit roll. On 3s, rerolling everything. Daka. Rerolling! That was a good conversion. Invuns right now would be 5 invuns and 5 Phone of Pains, but they didn't because I used it turn early for Tyrant Guard that died, but here we go. Winning on 2s. There's like barely any ones in there. This is how much can their catalyst, oh. Okay. 30 went through, save 9, so 21 die. Couple pistols from the Scorpions into the Hive Tyrant. Hitting on 4s, no reroll. Bike's coming in hot. Hitting on 4s. So 6 is a wound because nothing. No Doom, so there was no reroll. So the bike's fired in, but then they have the damage 3 weapons now, the Lancers. Damage 2, but a Shuriken pistol first. On 4s with the -1. Strength 6 is nothing. Lancers of Doom, hitting on 4s. Strength 6, T8 though, is gonna be nothing. And then Balthazar's coming in. Okay, then maybe hitting on 3s. Yes, there you go. 1 auto wound and a couple more wounding on 5s.
Nice.
Nothing. 1 AP2 is a 4 up. It's my turn. He laughs in your face. 2 Warlocks have pistols and the Hive Tyrant. Can they do anything? On 4s. No. And a 6. No Doom was... Oh, sure, okay, AP3 is 4 up. Yes. Now the Swooping Hawks are gonna fire everything into the 210 point Brain Bugs. Ding. Can't lie, probably are worth it. You literally just take 3 of them to get access to the invuln, and they have decent mortal wounds. But having an army-wide 4-up invuln is worth the points.
100%.
And you can still flesh in other things. You just don't take warriors now for Tyranids, is my opinion. But we'll move on. Instead of that, first we're having Shroud Runners into the Brain Bugs. On 2s. Hitting on 2s is kind of spicy. 3s. This is all 4-ups because AP 0, but I have invuln. Oh, I roll like a boss. I've become a god today. The Tyranid Hive Mind wills it. Only one of the Brain Bug fools.
Oh.
They also have snipers. Hitting on 3. Oh, it's a really good idea. This guy's got 5 shots with his pistols into the brain box.
It's 4 shots with the shuriken catapult and then the pistol.
Within range, same strength and AP. On 3s. The guy on bike who hasn't done water ritual once is winning on 5. Oh, there we go! Just 2. I roll like a boss again. I will not die. Yeah, they're being really strong.
Yeah, they're really good.
Previous things apply, swooping hawks, everything. Into the brain bugs who are being a hard thing to chew through right now. But we'll see what happens. Jeez. 6 is auto wound. That was okay. 4 auto wound. 5 to wound. Decent. That many wounds. 4 up months. I think I'm dead. And we're gonna let the brain bugs die. They filled their purpose. I'm still holding the point. And you dedicated a lot of firepower into them. This guy's sniping the parasite. So hitting on 3s. That's it. So nothing. 4 pistols on the banshees. This one hit no rerolls. 5s to wound. For nothing. Going too great for the Eldar, but they have definitely killed the brain bugs and done some damage to the gaunts. And we're pushing over here for the bikes and the wave serpent. Bike's gonna fire 4 of them into one of the Ripper Swarm squads and 3 of them into the other.
Who is they have actually?
They got 4 wounds each. 4 guys, 12 shots hitting on 3s.
This will be on the closest squad.
Closest squad of guys on 2s. 3 Rippers at the front are picked up. Into the other squad on 3s. Okay, I'm living here. 2s. Okay. Right, 1 died and 1's on 2 wounds and 2 of them remain. Next battle focus 4 inches away. Position behind the building.
They're literally just tucking more into the building.
Very nice. Now the wave serpent. He's firing big guns into the hive tower. Shurikens into these boys over here.
3s.
Miss. 3s to wound. There's only 1 Ripper left. Right, Lancers into the hive tower. Can they get him? Wouldn't have mattered. Oh,
2.
4s. Oh. 4. Oh! CB roll! Yes! Charger!
Bench going in.
Bench going in, yeah. And 11, they're probably pretty in. Made the charge, they do mortals on the charge. I have a 5 mortal wound tonight, we'll see what happens. On a 2-up, it happened. 4 mortal. Thank God I have 5-ups. Taking 2 damage. 4 wounds remaining. Scorpions and the bites and Balthazar, everything made the charge into the hive tower. Spears are charging in on a 4-up, they do fight last, which doesn't matter, but D3 mortals, which does. Can they get it? Oh, we get D3 mortals for 1. 5 up. Feel no pain. No. Down to 8 wounds. Banshee's finishing with the hive tower. Sergeant has 10 attacks, but hitting on 4s. That was pretty spicy. And you don't get me. No, you do.
4 wounds.
You do. And the parasite has been killed, which is 3 points for assassinate. Killed the parasite. Now the tan is. What will happen here? With striking scorpions, everything they hit is auto wound, so it's 4s.
And 6s explode. Hits of 6. No, I don't have to.
Wound. 4 ups. Okay.
6 damage.
5 for the pens. Look at the flick of the wrist. Ooh. See? He's on 3 wounds remaining. Rest of the squad now coming in. 5. 4s.
6s explode.
2 wounds.
5 wounds, 6 is a mortal.
So nothing. 2 mortals. 3 mortals.
3 mortals.
Oh! 3 4-ups. Okay.
Don't
and then
die.
3 5-ups.
No, Rory!
Live. Oh! He does explode. Oh! The hive tyrant is destroyed in turn 2, so no more synaptic imperatives for the Tyranids. 7 points for assassinate, and also 2 points for P2 as you wiped out the brain bugs and the hive tyrant, so no more synaptic imperatives for the Tyranids, and we'll see what happens as Tyranids will get some prying points and we go into their turn 3. These termagants can hit you back before my turn.
Amazing.
On 4s, rerolling 1s with the term.
Wow, that was really good.
What the hell's going on? Strength 3, so 4s. What the hell? Only have a 4-up save, so you don't fail a save. What a piece. Tyranids command phase, I'm going to heal 2d6 termagants. 2d6 come back. 4 is 5. 5 back, and then I'm going to spend my last CP to heal another d3 plus 3 on the squad. d3 plus 3. Oh, only for 4. Tyranids get 12 points of primary and 2 more points of banners, and I spent my CP, and we'll see what happens as we go into the moon phase for Tyranids, and I'm just going to do some damage and continue to push up and hopefully storm this game. Command phase, so 3d6 cast to himself and to the Broodlord. I'm going to give extra AP to the Carnifex and +1 to hit to the Termagants. You've killed the Hive Tyrant, so no synaptic imperatives. But we have a Screaming Mechanic to bring in, and we'll continue in this epic game. 4, so I need a 1. Phase, I pretty much jumped these termagants back, holding the point. Got 12 for primary. Brought a Screamer Killer in here to kill these Howling Banshees. Effects is just jumping on this point to hold it down and kill this guy. Whilst these Broodlord and the Screamer Killer push up into this objective, and he's going to attempt to do Warp Ritual. And yeah, that's turn 3 Tyranid movement phase, and we'll see what happens in the Psychic. A Catalyst from the Tervigan. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, 11. It's going to be passed through from the Neurothrope to the Screamer Killer to the Tyranids. 5 up, feel no pain. We're going to high five. Whoosh. We're going to do Broodlord. Broodlord. He might as well just smite him. Smitey, brother! I get +1 to cast this turn as well. No, it's gone. 3d6 cast.
The only
D3 more, so if I get 3, he's dead. Boom, he's dead! At the end of the phase on a 2+ because of that unbelievable relic. He's going to cast Warp Ritual. He gets +1 to cast.
Very nice.
Oh, shit.
That does it.
You get it? I don't get Warp Ritual. Oh, crabmals. Do the shooting phase. We'll see if he comes back alive. On a 2+. No! Tervigan, she's going to shoot everything into that one dude. Tervigan's got 8 shots on 3s with the Stinger Sablet. No -1 to hit, just the one Ranger. 5 up saves, and he died. And the Ranger falls to the last. Alright, Tyranids has no other targets but the tank. D6 + 6 auto hits for 12. Putting on 5s. But I roll well. I roll really well. Taking 4 damage so far, taking 6 damage. Takes 8 damage. 8 damage went through and then spent 2 auto 6s to fail the rest. make the rest, sorry. He's on 5 wounds remaining. 8 Stinger Salvo shots. Keep up the trend. 3s, okay. 2 5s. Okay, 2. 2 4-ups, take a damage. And for the last one.
Oh my god.
Oh, you got Con Effect is going to scream into you. D6 screams. 3 on 5s. No. He's going to shoot into the guys, the Warp Spiders in the forest. -1 to hit, and he's hitting on 5s. D6 shots. 5s and 2s. That is all they wrote for shooting. So we move into the charge phase. We have the Carnifex going into the Howling Banshees. Howling Banshees! Yeah. He's in. Nice spot of the gens. To cause some pain. The killer's just going to scream into you. He has 11 attacks. 11 attacks, hitting on 4s. Yeah, I don't think he... 2 auto wounds, and then 2s. Oh, yeah. 5 ups.
No. So 1 dies. Not
3 damage.
Yet.
Yeah. And no, 1 lives. And then 1 dies. And then another one lives.
Okay, and then I will.
Only 2 die. Turns of Fate does only 2 Banshees die. That's kind of insane.
That's really good.
Back with the Banshees. Fighting back. 3s to hit. 5s to wounds. No +1 is just 3. 5 ups. Takes 3 damage. Carnifex didn't do anything, and now more guys are attacking. On 3s. Leave me alone. And then 5s. Nothing. Leave me alone. End of Tyranids turn 3. Didn't do a whole lot of damage, but I got 2 points of P2. And no points for handling lines, and no points for Fort Ritual as well, so not great actually, to be fair. As we go into Eldar turn 4. Eldar turn 4, somehow the Banshees stayed alive, which is pretty insane. They got 3 saves and 1 psychic for their Strands of Fate dice, and they're pretty much going to look to kill the Tyranids in this 4th turn. It's getting pretty interesting in terms of points. I don't know which way it could go, it's very intriguing. Stay tuned. Alright, end of the movement phase of the Eldari in turn 4. Push the bikes over to shoot him, got some Shining Spears, and the Barry pushing up to kill him as well. We've got the Swooping Hawks, we've got the Warp Spiders pushing up to kill some Gaunts, we've got some Bites jumping up to kill a Broodlord maybe, and we'll see what happens as we go into the Psychic phase for Eldari in turn 4. These guys advance to try and do Warp Ritual, so I begin. Can he do it?
The 6?
Oh, 6. Deny! Yes! No Warp Ritual points this entire game. Fails the CP, not going to spend a CP to get a CP. Fails the +2 as well. Doom auto goes off. Who's Doom going against?
This guy.
Against Tyranids, oh no. Doom off on the Tyranids and Guide in the Shining Spears, and that's the end of the Psychic phase. No Warp Ritual at all. 2 Bright Lances into the Carnifex, bring it on. On 3s. Yes.
Just wound.
Is a 6 up because you ignore my Spore Cysts. Damn. D3 +2 damage is 5 damage.
Oh damn, I should have done it.
6 damage. X is on 4 wounds remaining. Shining Spear into the Tyranids. Starting with the Shurikens. Yeah, you did. Re-rolling. Oh no. 6 is, but Doom. Because you need 6 is 2. So 2 4-ups. Ba-bam. No. 5 ups. Ba-bam. Making none. Oh, 2 damage. Ouch. Alright, come on.
Shrink cannon. 3s.
You're rolling because of Guide. So 5s. Alright, nothing there. Just 2 wounds so far.
I have the 3 Lances.
And then Lancers. These are the
3s.
Ooh. 5s to wound. Rerolling because of Doom. Does it pay off? Pays off.
Yeah.
4 up in months. Bow. Look at 2 Fiona Pains. Takes 1. Lost 3 wounds so far. He's on 14 left. Althazar.
Threes.
Hitting on threes.
We actually forgot that.
He has -1 hit, so thanks. Yeah, he's hitting on threes. I complete threes.
Threes.
5s to wound. Reroll them because of Doom. 2 4-ups. Oh! Feeling the pains. Okay, it takes 3 more down. He's on 11 wounds remaining. Warp Spiders are switching up and doing everything into the Carnifex. 66. Okay. These guys firing into the Carnifex. Hitting on threes. Rolled off camera. And then 5s. That was pretty strong. Oh no. 4-ups. Takes 4 damage. Down to 2 wounds remaining. Ouch. Swooping Hawk's going everything into the gaunts. Swooping Hawk's coming in. 36 shots. 6s auto wound. No rerolls. You're rolling well now. Bunch of 6s. Hitting on 3s. Give me good dice rolls. Good dice rolls, please. Please, I say. Okay, I'll take 10 died. 8 remain. She's coming into the termagants. 1 hit. Winning on her. No. 6-up save! Oh! These 3 bikes are now going to change plans. They're now going to fire into the 8 termagants remaining who are OBSEC. The pistols into the Carnifex, scatter lasers and snipers into the gaunts. Pistols into the T-Fex, or the Carnifex. And then 5s to wounds. He stands firm and strong. Right. Now it's the 18 shots into the gaunts. Do it on 2s. 2s to wound. 5-ups. And the gaunts get picked up. The gaunts are gone. The Swooping Hawks jumped over there from before. Cool, and we're moving on. Bike's gonna turn and point everything into the T-Fex. Dead starting with the Farseer into the Tyranids. 3s, -1 to hit.
6s. Rerolling. 6.
1 4-up. No, and then a 5-up. Down to 10. He's going monster hunting. They're changing their plans. The Eldar are coming into the Carnifex. 1 CP for exploding 6s. I say bring the pain.
Objective. Oh, yeah.
P7, strength 6, 5s to wound. Only 1 miss so far. Here we go. Okay. 3 AP1 and 2 AP3, so AP1's 3-ups. Yes!
Nice.
And 3.
Oh, you can't do that.
And then this is 5-ups. Oh, he's on 1 wound left. 1 wound left! That's so big. Out focus away. Just 2 inches. They're gonna fire 2 pistols, the last firing into him. 1 3s. And on a 5! Ah! 3 up. But you're right. 5. And she's make it into the Carnifex. 2 up, D3 plus 2 mortals. Yeah. They do 4 mortals. Kills the Carnifex. Does he lash out as he dies? He does not. Screamer Killers has been taken out. Charge phase. Balthazar and the Scorpions made into the Tyrannifex. I'm intervening with the Broodlord. Way. And they've killed the Carnifex. Fight asks me again. No, you don't. Here's a starting. A bunch of attacks. Hitting on 3s. Rerolling everything because of guide. Rerolling. And 5s.
On the charge.
Thank God for the reroll. That was a better. 4 go through on the Tyrannifex. He has Invons on 4+. Yes. Okay, I'll take that. Feeling no pains. 3 damage. Balthazar's coming in hot. On 2s. He allows the reroll the wound roll for Doom. So 5s reroll. Whoa, he needs it. You need Doom. See Doom, and then Doom makes it amazing. 4 Invons. Oh yeah. Feel no pain, brother. Let's go. He's attacking. Now the Broodlord can go. Broodlord has 6 attacks. Yes, everything hit. 5 T4, so 3s. Rerolling. Oh! Bikes fought back and did a wound to the Broodlord. Tyrannifex can punch the bikes. Tyrannifex is punching your bikes on 3s. No, 4s because he's bracketed. And then strength 7. So can he crush it? 4-up save. They have a 3-up save normally. They're pretty good.
You actually might.
Leash up on those guys. Oh, again, they're fine. End of Eldar turn 4. They did pretty well. They took this objective back. They've limited by primary. They wiped out the Termagants. They killed the Carnifex. They put him down to a wound. They put him down to 6. He's on 4. We'll see how Tyranids respond, and they'll get 4 points of primary because I'm holding this one and the back one. I'm going to go into Tyranids turn 4, and I get a CP back, and we'll see what happens. And Eldar get 2 more for their P2 as well. Four points of primary, command phase, 3d6 cast the Broodlord, 3d6 cast himself, extra AP on the wound roll of the Carnifex. I'm going to spend a CP immediately to heal D3 wounds on the Carnifex. It's such a good power! He heals 3 wounds. And Tervigan to kill them. He's going to try and do War Ritual, please. Broodlord will finish off him. I'll get 2 more points for there. And yeah, we'll see what happens. We're going to Tyranids turn 4. Phase turn 4 done. He's going to kill them. Plan simple. Hopefully get War Ritual with this guy. Plan simple. Kill that guy. Plan simple. And then run and charge into them while this guy kills them. But probably just going to shoot them to death. But then the Warp Spiders are going to be gnarly. We'll see what happens as we go to Tyranid turn 4. Psychic phase. War Ritual. Come on, we're not fucking around, my bro. Pardon the language, let's do this. 3 dice. Hooah! Oh, I'm going to CP roll it. This could backfire. Or work out really well. I got an 8, which becomes a 9, so it does. You need a tensor! Oh my god! That was... a CP to roll that, it's worth 6 points.
Yeah.
Oh. Finally got War Ritual off onto 7 for it. Whoopee! I do Onslaught from the Broodlord onto that guy. 3-6 cast. That is gonna be I'll Jeva Denies. No! You need a 9, you got an 8 because I didn't want to peril, so he has advance and charge. And also ignore his modifiers when he shoots, which does apply because his weapon is assault. This guy has Catalyst, which he is gonna cast, might as well, son. He gets on an 8, he's gonna give it to himself. Selfish person, he doesn't want to die. Shooting phase has begun. He's gonna shoot everything into the scorpions. You got to go, blood. Hitting on 4s. 2s to wound, strength 8. AP4 into the scorpions in the building. Take a damage. And you...
Sergeant, because it's focus. Cool.
Round effect's gonna shoot everything into these bikes. One of them's on a wound, so we'll start with these Stinger Salvos. Hitting on 4s. He's half bracketed. T4, strength 5, T3s. 4 ups. 4 up. Ooh.
4.
Ooh. Done it so far, but now the flamer comes in. D6 plus 6, auto hits. For 10. Auto hits is wounds on 3s.
Whoa.
Makes it. Fails it. Bike dies because he auto-saved both, so that was pretty decent from the Eldari. This guy's gonna shoot his Stinger Salvos into these guys. 8 Stinger Salvos into these Howling Banshees.
Nice one hit.
On 4s! Come on! This is ass. 3s to wound. 1 AP1.
Fine.
Not fine, 1 died, 2 left. Yeah, combat. I'm gonna charge Carnifex into those 2 guys. Coming in hot. He makes it in, the Broodlord's already in combat, and so is the Tranifex. Avigan's gonna charge into them as well. Here she comes. Booshka! She stumbles, but she makes it. Start with Mrs. Susie. Hitting on 4s. I believe. 2s. Come on! Oh! No, D3 plus 3.
Nice. I mean, I could make a 5. I didn't make a 5. Okay.
1 sergeant lives, the unkillable banshees, bro. What the effects has 11 attacks into those guys? 11 attacks on 3s. Who's the wound, though? And you're dead. Warlocks!
I have to
die, for God's sake! Or maybe not.
Are you fine?
Oh my god. Yeah! Can just hold it down. Choose where to go.
I'll go here.
Okay, going over here. He's rerolling because of Doom and Guide. What's going on with these rolls? He misses 5s.
I didn't charge, so it's actually... I go back down to strength 4.
Oh, 6s.
Yeah.
6s! Oh. Okay, so... Hallelujah! Broodlord needs to wipe out the bike. Here we go. Come on, Broodlord, bike boy! And then 3s to wound. Yeah, I mean, you're rerolling as well.
Yep, rerolling.
You're dead, bro. Even with 2. Tranifex goes with 4 attacks. Minus 1 hit. 5s. Come on! Oh, we got strength 7. 3s. Come on, hit both! Ugh. AP 1, 2 damage. Die! Yes! He lost 2 boys. Don't roll a 6 on leadership. Nothing else. The Banshee. 10 attacks to the Banshee on 3s. 6s.
There you go. No, AP4.
AP4, so... Maybe what? 2 Fiona Pains.
No, she don't have an invite.
Taking 1 damage. Now leadership on the Banshees. Leadership 8, so they don't fall away, and no one holds that point, but that means he will hold more, so the Eldar will get 12 for their primary on turn 5. Do they run away over here? Never mind, the leadership 8 soothes, so they hold it down, and at the end of Tyranid turn 4, I just got some points of War Ritual, and we'll see what happens as we go into Eldar turn 5. Get 12 points of primary, which is huge. Last turn for the Eldar, we'll see what happens. Hands of Fate dice of 1 hit, 1 psychic, 1 save, 1 wound. As we go into Eldar turn 5, the final piece to the puzzle will be solved in this epic game. Who will win? The points are super close. Yeah. End of moon phase for Eldari on turn 5, and it's pretty much death or glory. As we start the psychic phase. CP back failed the perils and the con effects from the past here. Continuing.
I'm going to try and doom this guy. Sorry, first I'm going to guide here, actually.
Okay. Guiding.
I am guided.
So I need a 7. I get it.
5, so 11.
A 6 from the Strands of Fate dice, and I didn't do that. Just firing the con effects, not doing a CP, just... An auto wound, so I need a 6. Come on, please! No. Yeah, like... So, con effects falls.
Only just.
No! Firing everything to Broodlord. Hitting on 3s, rolling 1s. Pretty good. 3s. He perfectly died. I rolled a bunch of dice, but he perfectly died. If I killed the Broodlord perfectly after I literally rolled, I failed the last 3. We didn't catch it on camera, but I'm sorry. The Broodlord died just. Continuing. Balthazar shot in and just killed the Tranifex. Warp Spider's firing everything to the Neurothorpe. This many hits. 3 on 3s. 3 of him ones. And he takes... He's on 1 wound. Charging in. This guy that hasn't died, and then on a 2+, he kills me.
As well, yeah.
On a 2+. Yeah. Alright, and then end of the game, the Tyranids literally had it in the bag up until the end, but then the Eldar just pulled it back. And we'll do the scores on the doors, but end of Tyranids turn 5, I have a Turbo gone left, I can't even score any points of primary, so it was just devastation at the end. End of the game, 43 for the Tyranids to 51 for the Eldar, so again another Eldar victory, and I don't even know. Like, comment, share, subscribe, really appreciate the support, and we'll continue to grow the channel, so we'll see you guys on the next one.